All right, so we're gonna redo the last video of the wrestle up and the X guard entry. The reason being is because when we're coming up with an underhook and an open grip, that gives our opponent more of a chance to get away. So we're gonna keep the grip here and come up in more of a leg swivel rather than a hip heist. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so again, whenever we're in our series with the high underhook, we're always trying to sweep into this far corner to set up the clamp guard or get that initial sweep, okay? What we do is we elongate out and we extend out on this arm. For him to stop that, he needs to start crushing me. If he commits too much weight in this corner, then we get our overhead sweep with either the shoulder crunch or the high underhook. But sometimes, and most of the time, his weight's going to be in the middle of that box or away. And as you see, I'm going to have to use a lot of strength to get him over my head now. From here, instead, we're going to switch to a double under position, okay? I like to usually grab an S grip from here, okay? Or you can do gable grip, all right? If his weight came in this direction, I'm not going to kick him back out in that direction because as you see, I'm going to meet resistance. So I'm going to bring my knees to my chest and load him out to the other side, okay? While I'm doing that, my legs are going to swivel out to the opposite direction that I'm coming up from. So my knees into the chest, I'm coming up to here, and I'm using the momentum to bring my hip over my lower leg. Once I get to this position, I'm able to continue wrestling up. If we can't get to that position, we're coming back to a guard, all right? What this looks like, so I'm here, bring my knees to my chest. I'm going to kick them out in this direction with my legs swiveling to the opposite side. I came up to my left, my legs swivel out to my right. And as you see, my hip is over my lower leg, and I'm able to continue driving forward, okay? If you had an S grip, now I would switch to a gable grip, okay? Because we're gonna finish in a body lock pass. You don't wanna crush your fingers, okay? If your grip was up high, switch it down lower towards his hip. I'm pulling in as I'm continuing to drive and walking my knees forward until I get his hips to the mat. And now we're in a body lock pass position. Or if he comes back up, continuing to drive here, and his hands go to the mat to stop the takedown. We'll work out to the back door, and now we can start attacking our tight waist breakdowns and attack the back, okay? One more time. Here, all right. Bringing my knees to my chest, shift them out this way. If I try to shift them back out this way, it's going to stop immediately. But here, I have the change. And as you see, I'm making that one fluid motion. I'm not sitting up to here and then bringing my hips up. Into my knees, into here like this. Switching your grip down, pulling and driving. You can even get up on your feet here and continue to drive until his hips go to the mat. Or come back up. Or I'm pulling and he commits his hands to the mat to stop the takedown. And I'll work out to the back door, okay? So that's if you're able to create the momentum to come up to this position, okay? If you need a drill to help you get there, do a leg swivel. So leaning to my left, legs go to my right, hips come forward just like this, all right? What if I bring my knees to my chest, kick out, and he was preemptively pressuring in so that I can't, don't step up yet, so that I can't come up with my hips over my lower leg, okay? What we're gonna go here is an over-under sweep, all right? So I'm gonna switch from controlling the double unders, reaching this arm, pulling it in tight. I got one over his arm, one under his arm on this side. And from here, we're working a sumi gaeshi backwards. We're gonna look behind our shoulders, shoulder goes to the mat, and we're sweeping, okay? Same details as always for our sumi gaeshis. We're looking to invert that bottom knee, okay? So I'm into here, got my double unders, kicking him away, trying to wrestle up every single time, but this time it doesn't work. Keep pressuring in here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch to an overwrap on this arm, lock it in, I bring my elbow into my hip, I'm rocking back to my shoulder, elongating the space between his knees and his elbows, which makes him easy to sweep here. Now I'm going to invert that bottom knee, come to the top position to work your pass, okay? So one more time with that series to do a few reps. We'll do the wrestle up a couple times. And lastly, if we shift them up and this arm is too far away to wrap, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna switch to a clamp guard, pull him into our guard. He's off to the side, which is all we need to start setting up our clamp guard attack. And then we're right back into the series. I'm setting up the clamp guard. He goes to flatten me out. I can overhead sweep him. If I don't have all of his weight into this corner, I can switch back to double unders. Use the chest, switch out to the side, lift the wrestle up. It all ties back into our initial combination, okay?